Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicholas Miseski from Culture of Gaming. I have a very special host today. Not host, you're not.
You're the host.
I'm a host.
I'm the guest.
You're the guest. Dan Green as the guest, who you might know as Yugi Moto from YuGiOh, obviously. And for those who don't know, Entei from the Pokemon Third movie. That's a fun fact for you.
That's true.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm having an awesome time meeting the fans. Perth is lovely, so I just feel really fortunate to be here.
That's great. Now, let's get right into the questions.
Let's do it.
All right. With voice acting, was that your first career goal, or did you have something else in mind and you, unbeknownst to you, managed to... And
just kind of fell into it.
Yeah, kind of fell into it.
Yeah, more the second thing. So I went to school. I went to Rutgers University, Mason Gross School of the Arts, got a degree in acting. Mm-hmm. And my ambition when I graduated was to do theater. I loved theater. So I didn't have the drive or the goal to be a TV celebrity or a movie celebrity. Not that necessarily that would have happened if I did. But I love theater because of the community that theater creates. It's unique to every performance, and anybody who's a professional actor would probably agree that when you're doing theater, the actors are in charge of the show. And in other examples, that's not as much the case. But one of the guys that I went to school with ended up directing some dubs for some anime. Oh. And he said, "Hey, would you like to be in one of these?" And initially I was like, well, I don't think so. But I loved animation. I loved anime as well. But that just wasn't a part of what I saw as my career as an actor. Yeah. But then I did it, and it was fun. And I guess some of the stuff that he was working on was being done through the studio that was also doing Pokemon stuff. And I think some producers from Pokemon heard my voice because of the stuff that I had done for my friend. And that led to me being here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually fascinating.
Yeah. I skipped a lot of details in between.
Yeah. Now, people most know you as Yugi Moto or Yami Yugi.
Correct.
Whoever.
Either of those characters.
Either of the characters. People believe that's your breakthrough portrayal as a character.
Sure.
Do you believe that is your big breakthrough as an acting career, or do you think there was another moment where you think, I've gone to the next level in this career?
Certainly for becoming known in any degree. YuGiOh is the thing that made me best known. But so on that level, nothing else really compares to that. I mean, I had done, as you had mentioned, Entei in the third Pokemon movie, which predates, I think, the premiere of YuGiOh.
I believe so.
Yeah. But obviously, a series is able to, get to the audience much more frequently and over a longer period of time than in a movie does. And as much as I like the Pokemon 3 movie, my part in it, I think that role, while relevant to the story, I don't even know if you would call it the feature role, right? As amazing as it's been to be the voice of Yugi and Yami, and to be a part of all the anime stuff that fans may know me from, that isn't necessarily the thing that I would say, that's what has been the best part of my creative experience. It's definitely a part of it, definitely in the top 3 or whatever, but I'm fortunate that I feel fortunate that I have other things that I've done creatively that I also feel really rewarded for having done.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. Now, with the process of YuGiOh and how you have to voice pretty much 2 characters, for those who don't know, Dan has to pretty much voice a young, let's say 13-year-old boy into 10,000-year-old pharaoh sometime in the same episode. So,
right. That's right.
So can you explain the process of how you manage to keep switching from sort of a low-pitched voice to the high, big, strong voice that Yami?
Yeah, Yugi the boy, he'll say things like, "Grandpa said I could always believe in the heart of the cards," right? And being able to get to that level of your voice, it's anybody can do it. We associate youth with a higher pitch, right? It's not the only thing that we associate with higher pitches, but it becomes an obvious choice. Like if somebody's asked you, "Hey, I want you to sound younger," you would go and elevate your pitch without even thinking about it, right? Sounding 10,000 years old is fortunately something I don't really know how that feels. But the idea of the pharaoh having a sense of majesty, being a bit more, I use the lower part of my register. I also add a little bit more refined diction to signal that the sense that he was regal, right? Which is different than what they do in the original Japanese. And I understand where some people are like, okay, he said YuGiOh, he grew 2 inches, and why is his voice low? Why does he sound like a 40-year-old guy? But I think it's that sense that, well, he's an ancient spirit, so maybe it should sound mature. The refined diction for the regality, but also I think that leaned into the dynamic that we have an older and a younger character who are growing and informing each other, in some ways similar to father and son, or something like that. So I think that's why it feels like it works.
Yeah, well, that actually makes sense now from hearing it.
Now that I've explained it to you.
Now that you explained. And now, I have a very important question for you.
Okay.
The age-old question. I already asked Eric this.
Yes.
Who would win? They're both at the same level. Yugi or Seto Kaiba? No cheating, all fair play. Who would win?
Yes. That's my answer. like the last movie we did.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? I think,
leave it on a cliffhanger.
Right. I think asking the question is the fun part. The answer doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But definitely Yugi.
Okay. And now to end it off, a little fun question.
Sure.
And he has a lot of monsters in his deck.
Yeah.
Do you have personal favorite monsters? Like, I don't know, Dark Magician?
Sure.
Do you have any favorites?
I get this question every now and then, and even though I voice the characters, I don't actually play the game.
Oh, okay.
Although I think it's amazing, Eric and I and other members of the cast will host the tournaments, whether they're nationals or world championships. We're actually doing a world championship in Berlin. But so I have tremendous respect for the intelligence and the tenacity and the skills that these duelists have cultivated. But for me, the association to the cards is based on the story that's being told. So Dark Magician is the one that is most connected to the characters I portray.
Yeah.
So, but I also really have a fondness for saying Exodia, obliterate! It's just fun to say.
That's great. I think a lot of fans are happy to hear that now. I think that's all the time we have for today. But
all the what now?
All the time.
All the time.
Wait, what time?
I think the time
What's
is...
the time?
It's time to duel!
That is perfect. Thank you so much.
I've never done that before, I promise.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yeah, if I could, just before we close out.
Yeah.
Eric and I have been making a new show called Crossing Gods. And it's an illustrated audio drama, which means that it has pictures, but it's not full-on animation. But it has voices that you'll recognize from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Veronica Taylor's in it, obviously Eric and I, Wayne Grayson, Lisa Ortiz, Jason Griffith, a whole bunch of others that fans will know, Ted Lewis. And it's intended for slightly older audiences, like 20 and above. There's no vulgarity or anything in it. And it's about superheroes, although, again, it's a bit more grounded take on it. And the premise is 4 young heroes on a mission to rescue their mentor are psychologically shattered by this villain who has psychic powers. So the rest of the series is about, can these heroes put themselves back together in time to prevent a device of ultimate power from falling into their hands. So it's a character study. It's more of a psychological approach to the storytelling. But basically the idea is that in order to save anyone else, you have to save yourself first. But that anybody can be a hero, and we all face challenges. Yeah. So facing those challenges is what makes you a hero, whatever they may be.
That sounds interesting. Do you have like a expected release date? Or?
Well, we've been premiering the first episode here at Supernova to get some audience reaction, which has been really positive, and that's awesome. And we're hoping to release it as a web series. I almost had the second episode done in time to share with everybody, but I had a little too much work get in the way before I got here. But so the answer is go to our Facebook page, Dramata Productions on Facebook, Crossing the Gods, and we'll keep updating the audience there in terms of how soon they can expect to see more.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out, and I expect everyone else to check it out. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
A lot of fun.